Before we get started with today's interview, just a quick reminder, click the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and ding the bell so that you don't miss any of the great interviews that we have coming up. Now, on to today's interview. Welcome back, everybody. Today, my special guest is composer and music educator Mona Rejino. Her piece on the new National Federation of Music Clubs piano solo list is Dreaming of Home. You can find it in her book, Reflections and Relaxations. Welcome, Mona. Thank you so much for being here today.
My pleasure.
So this piece, Dreaming of Home, it has this really tender, wonderful, melancholy sound. It has this sense of longing in it. Talk to us a little bit about writing Dreaming of Home.
Well, I think no matter what age you are, at some point in your life, you've been homesick. Maybe you're an 8-year-old and you're at sleepaway camp, for the first summer, and you're just missing your family, you're missing your home. Or maybe it's when you go off to college, and you're just, you have that feeling kind of tugging at your heart. So it does have a melancholy feel to it, kind of a haunting feeling.
Absolutely. You've done a fantastic job of capturing that longing, that emotion of being a little bit homesick. I noticed as I sight read through this piece that the B section has sort of echoes of Bizet and Ravel. It has that little bit of Spanish influence. Talk to us about the B section of this work.
Well, if I go back to the A section first, it's really built around a little, right? You've got and it's all A minor. So, to me, when you get to the B section, it's like you're remembering happy times at home. Maybe a Thanksgiving gathering or a time that you were with your family that brings back happy memories. So I switched to A major in that section, and I use a lot of thirds and sixths. So you've got that kind of a duet going on there, but you're absolutely right about the offbeats, and it has a little bit almost, impressionist sound to it, because I wanted it almost to be like a memory dream. But then, you come back to real life, you're not at home, and it's back to the melancholy feel.
Absolutely. And I think students really enjoy pieces in minor. There's something about it that kind of gives them a different flavor, and it is just very attractive to them. Mm-hmm. So this piece has a melodic line that floats beautifully above the left-hand accompaniment. How do you work with students to help them to achieve that good balance between their hands?
Well, and balance as a pianist is the name of the game. I mean, without good balance, it doesn't matter. So, first of all, we find what notes are the most important. Normally, it's the melody line. But even you take, for example, there are just, 12 notes in the introduction here. Well, there are clearly 4 notes that are the most important, the ones I play. So you're going to bring those out. And then, of course, as you said, you have to balance the melody when it comes in with the other parts. So I think a lot of it is just identifying, knowing what level each voice is, and then you just have to practice and listen. Listening is really the key.
That is great advice. At the end of this piece, you have a rolled chord. And this is just something that students don't tend to encounter as much. How do you go about coaching students to play rolled chords?
Well, we talk about it. I mean, this chord is really, it's just an arpeggio, just a broken E major chord. We first of all work just on the technique of it, dropping and rolling from one side of your hand to the other. And then I think the other important thing is deciding on, do you want it to be a quick roll, a slow roll? Do you want it to begin a little before the beat or right on the beat? The timing of it is important. And oftentimes I will play it for them several different ways and ask them, how do you like it the best? And let them choose.
That is a great solution to that problem. And speaking of hearing you play it, I know there's a great video of you performing this work online. We'll make a point of linking that in the description below so that everybody can enjoy your performance of this piece too. Thank you so much for being with us today. My guest has been composer and music educator Mona Rejino. Her piece on the new National Federation of Music Clubs list is Dreaming of Home. You can find it in her book, Reflections and Relaxations, available from fine music retailers near you. Thank you, Mona.
Thank you, Sam.